One evening when the four boys were sleeping and Dan was out of town in Minneapolis doing some business, and I was at home on the green checkered couch. Now, if you know anything about me, you must know that I have four boys and I'm married to my husband Dan. It's been 20 years, be 21 in year 2012. Well, we also have the green checkered couch. That green checkered couch has had everything on it. Tears, laughter, joy, Christmas, Easter, anxiety, the news of the cancer, all of it, that couch. I'm telling you, when I get to a place where I'm in more and more arenas, I'm gonna bring that couch as a prop, because that couch, that has a history. Anyway, I was on the green checkered couch and I get a call from my husband in the evening. The boys are sleeping and he just says this, Deb, I just gotta tell you that I felt a hard lump thing that shouldn't be there, I don't think. Okay, yeah, hard lump shouldn't be there. What kind of sensation goes through a person's body? I'll tell you. What goes through a person's body is this feeling of anxiety and fear, and it just starts like in your shoulders and it goes through your whole entire body. And then you get that nauseous feeling in your stomach that you might just throw up because you just heard this kind of news. However, because I had been leaning on John 14:27, peace I leave with you, peace I give you, I knew that God had peace to give no matter what the circumstances are. If you continue that verse, it says, I don't give to you as the world gives. How does the world give peace? When we have enough money in our checkbook, we're completely healthy, our house is clean, and our kids are well behaved. God says, I have peace even when that's not the case. So then he says, our responsibility is not to be troubled or afraid, because he's there and he understands. And it had to pass through him first, and he's not surprised that I'm getting this news. Hard lump shouldn't be there. So just as quickly as that nauseous anxiety, fear came in, it also just left and released. And I was like, whatever happens, I trust him. I love him. He loves me. So I said, okay. And I was able to sleep that night. I was substitute teaching the next day. Went to school, made an appointment as soon as I could. Monday, Dan came home on Saturday night. On Monday, we went to the little International Falls, whoever we could get into doctor. They said, okay, we need to do an ultrasound. We went to our little hospital in International Falls. And as we were waiting for the results of the ultrasound on that Tuesday, I sat on our bed and I just knew from God, where he said, Debbie, Dan's gonna have cancer. And I just said, all I said simply was, oh, I really don't need any new material. I'm all good here. And he said, I'm gonna bring you through it. And I didn't know what that meant, through it as in, he's gonna be cancer-free later, or what do you mean? But all I knew was he was gonna be there, he loved me, and I trusted him. And the previous year, in 2009, I called that the year of the wilderness. That was with anxiety, depression. So this is the year of the cancer. And he told me that Tuesday we get the results. They said, so not good. Duluth would be the closest big hospital, Duluth, Minnesota. So we went to Duluth on Wednesday. They got us in with a urologist. And it's like in the evening, 4:35 p.m., the doctor, because of course I came in on a first name basis, Eric, I have no idea what the last name is, to be honest, and he leaves the room after Dan has taken all these tests and we have the x-rays, and he comes back, he says, oh, your surgery is scheduled for 8 a.m. Thursday, tomorrow. Okay then, all right. He said, it just doesn't look, something's really wrong there. And it was a huge tumor. It was testicular cancer. And, oh, I forgot to mention in this little story of the cancer that the week previous we had insurance, and Dan felt that with the boys and myself being so healthy and him being healthy and just the financial place that we were in, that we were going to drop our insurance. That's what I'm saying. So he had dropped our insurance the week before, hard lump that shouldn't be there news on the green checkered couch. And so when Dr. Eric, or whatever Eric's last name is, said, your surgery's tomorrow, it doesn't look good, and we find out that it's a large tumor, but it was stage 1, it's still not so fun when you don't have health insurance, right? God is God. He parted the Red Sea. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. We were reinstated on our insurance. When I was calling the different women and guys that were calling me, and they were checking in and processing and how backed up we were and what we'd have to pay to get back on, and if that's even possible. And this one woman said to me, everywhere I go, in every department, every desk, it's like the Griffiths, we need to handle this. And they reinstated us. I know, right? God is so amazing. Not only that, the funny thing really is that a week previous, I was sitting in bed with Dan, maybe it was 2 weeks previous, but it was really close to when we found out this news. And I just said to my cute husband, I am so glad, Dan. I mean, it's just a little thing, but I'm just so glad you have your hair. I just like it that you haven't lost your hair. And then he's going through chemo. But here's how cool God is too. I mean, he just delights in us. He just loves us so much. Dan never lost his hair through chemo. It's crazy. And he just had a check. He's cancer-free. We got reinstated with insurance. I mean, it was just amazing. Not that there weren't hard times. Not that, there was, but it was just wow to see God work, to see the prayer, the support, the love. Wow. Wow, God, you're amazing. And I just think of that verse then, again, of John 14:27, where God says, peace I leave, peace I give. You gonna take it? And we took the peace, and we walked in peace, and we walked in hope, and we walked in faith, and we saw a God who is always real, always there, and has never left us and never will.